Have you ever wondered what secrets the past holds from us? Are paintings just drawings? Extraterrestrial? Was it visited by assets? The answer to this question came from India. Indigenous rock paintings. Initial findings of aliens could, in the light of this information, like artists who paint these cave paintings. Some painters, extraterrestrial beings have seen 2,000 years ago, when the Mayans lived most of the Sanskrit epics written. He mentions the existence of legendary flying machines called Vinamas. People later resemble what Vinamas say, somehow UFO claim to see. Here in the light of these known later dates, some painters. In his paintings, he began to depict extraterrestrial beings. Now let's go a little old picture of a cave in Sego Canyon between 3000 and 5000 BC. It is thought to have been drawn by Anasazi tribes. Did you see the components they assembled when drawing the pictures? Art is from that time and even exists since mankind, by depicting what he sees if it documents. Did he prove that they saw extraterrestrial beings as well? Exaggerated eyes when you look at this picture. Great skulls and strange forms appear. When we look at the picture clearly seen, silhouette or template of a people never wanted to be transferred, especially big eyes and antenna-like ears or something similar to head helmets. Normally we are not used to seeing cave paintings, strange technology-like objects, truly extraterrestrial beings in this ancient time frame. Could he have visited these tribes? We are in the 11th century, a fresco depicting the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. There are two strange objects on the left and right sides of the painting on the inner wall of the cathedral. Even the lights or flames from the bottom of the objects are shown. The artist seems to tell us that these flying saucers were found at the time of Jesus' death. Others will have seen objects like this in 1350, so after a few hundred, in another painting called The Crucifixion of Jesus Christ. These objects are also mentioned, this time in different forms. The Visoki Monastery is located in the western part of the province of Kosovo in Serbia. It was built between 1327 and 1335 by the king of Decani Stephen, and to them is dedicated to the Ascension of the Lord. On the left and right of the stage show two flying objects directed by them. We cannot call them angel figures because we can see angels in the middle with wings. Some compare these two things to the sun and the moon, but according to the Christian belief of the time, to make people look like sun or moon was seen as blasphemy. What were these assets, and between 1000 and 1300 AD? What was the purpose of showing them consistently in works of art, appearing in religious places of worship? And why did they never appear in religious art after the Middle Ages? Do you think the early artists and the Orthodox Church were aware of some facts about the old aliens that were hidden from us today? Or were they only the imagination of the artists? The Initiation Saint Edimus, a presentation by Italian artist Carlo Crivelli, showing an artistic adaptation of the announcement in the lower part. The words "Church and Freedom" are written just above you. In the clouds, you see circular shapes and a ray of light as you first noticed. This image, which looks like a dimension that opens up from the clouds to the earth, we can deduce that he looks in a book and contacts someone who is seen praying. Although some think it is to communicate with God, there are those who associate with extraterrestrial beings. Perhaps it is one of the most clear statements of these assets, the baptism of Christ. In this painting created by Art de Gelder, it shows the scene in the Bible where he baptized Jesus on the Jordan River. However, This scene is particularly interesting because of the incident luminous and the flying saucer on the scene. Considering de Gelder's reputation as one of the outstanding artists of his time, this study is intended to be taken seriously, and it seemed that Jesus was an extraterrestrial being or was in contact with them. But they called Jesus Christ. Jesus was not only a qualified man who took orders from Allah, the Creator. In most drawings, it may be because they don't understand it, because they connect it to extraterrestrial beings or other reasons. And we came to one of those famous paintings of Leonardo. The painting, which was finished in 1516, was given the name Baptist Yahya, with a thumb in the air, a fur-like outfit, and a cross with a symbol of Christianity. But this painting may not be as innocent as you think. In my earlier videos, I also told you that the crane loves passwords and uses the mirroring method to store them, which he wrote in reverse. If we apply this method in this table, we see a figure appearing in the section right there. This is very similar to the UFO forms used today. Big eyes with a big skull and a small mouth. Watch out. This figure is so meticulously attached here, you can understand this by placing the parts such as nose, mouth, and eye in harmony, and forming a clear figure when completed. Even when we remove the person from the table, your eyes will appear more clearly, no matter how strange it sounds. April 14th, 1561. The people of Germany's Nuremberg cannot believe their eyes because flying objects resembling a cylindrical gun barrel are in the sky. And soon, they start to fight. 5 years later, in 1566, the Australian architect Hans Glaser embarked on what he saw in a wood carving. If you look at the bottom right of the wooden play, you will see two pairs of flying objects falling. According to many eyewitnesses in the city, there were hundreds of spheres and cylindrical objects involved in the war. This war was followed by the emergence of a large black triangular object that landed outside the city. What is strange here and makes us think of the person who told this picture, even in the previous How to Imagine a Flying Object in the 16th century without any reference and knowledge? Is it possible to show something that has not yet been created or formed 300 years ago? Of course no. And that thought shows that what is being told here can be real. Just like in ancient Egypt, the stones were worked on and unbelievably informing today's technology centuries ago. Like these hieroglyphs, these embroideries are just as real as the Australian architect draws what he sees. And the last picture, this painting is called Mary and Saint Giovannino, a painting from the 15th century. The painting hanging in Palazzo Vecchio is part of the S. Loesa collection. The picture shows a disc-shaped object on the left shoulder of Mary. This cylindrical and bright object is very similar to the depicted UFO tools. Above his right shoulder, strange alien creatures rise or descend to the sun. Maybe these are just one star right in the middle. A man and his dog look carefully towards this flying saucer. Is it possible that Mary prayed and the children were concerned? As in this painting and others, extraterrestrial beings are shown in many tables or visual narratives. Do you really think there are extraterrestrial beings? Were they ever visiting our world? This topic seemed to me quite worth researching, and I'm thinking of making the second of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.